Okay, so they came out with a comic book of this. Let's talk about our connection to the show because you have a stronger one.
Well, I wouldn't. I mean,
mine is shorter, so I'll quick.
Honestly, I wasn't like the show, the cartoon. I watched here and there.
Okay.
I was more of a Spider-Man kid, but I watched Wolverine and the X-Men, which came later. That was like 2007.
I remember that.
That was pretty good.
That's on Disney Plus. I got the comic of the first
yeah, and like I played
episode of X-Men 97.
I have a copy of
which was just X-Men the animated series at the time.
I have a copy of it, but I played the X-Men Legends video game.
Nice.
So that came a little bit later. So my connection to the X-Men doesn't necessarily start on this show.
No, I was talking about the show specifically.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like, but I do have an appreciation for it. Just like I haven't watched very many episodes of the Superman animated series.
Okay.
But the little bit that I have, I understand why people enjoy it and why people like it. So
I mean, I stem from like Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. If that gives you any idea of like how far back I go, you know.
Yeah, it's how far back you go with Spider-Man and with the whole thing.
Well, it's just, I mean,
whip, swing the web.
When I I had no idea that it was something. It was this plastic doohickey piece of shit that hooked onto your wrist, and then it was
just like shot darts.
A disc. It was a disc that looked like a web coming out of the. You know what I mean? So you would shoot.
Well, yeah,
like
we had
a web.
There's the dart ones, and then we also had the silly string ones.
Right. Us being adults, you know that, right? But I was a kid, and like so my connection to X-Men 97 is I just got that comic book, and I did watch the first episode, and I remember being really impressed by how dark they went for a kids show.
Yeah.
Because doesn't Morph die in the first episode?
Yeah, something like that. Like there's something.
He doesn't actually, but he does.
Because he shows up late. He shows up in this show.
Right.
But I don't know. But it's been such a long time. And that's honestly the thing, is I thought this trailer was really fun.
Yep.
I think it's going to do a really good job of understanding its audience, but also still trying to appeal to a younger audience.
Yeah.
Like I still think it's going to be a little bit more adult, but I think it's going to be like PG-13. I don't think it's going to be, if that, I don't think it'll be too hardcore or anything like that. And I love committing to that 90s style and finding a way to make it look more modernized and give it like that high def coat of paint and still looking like a show what I grew up with.
Yeah.
That era of that 90s era.
It's got the same animation and everything, yeah.
Because it's very similar. That was just the time. Like the Spider-Man show also has that certain kind of tinge to it. They all do. And that's kind of the beauty of the animation is how they look. And I think it looks great. And I can't wait to see it. And it really does make me want to go back and watch the old episodes.
Do you know how many episodes there is going to be?
I can pull that up, but because I'm pretty sure it's like
I don't think we have a lot coming up to review soon. So
I would not mind watching it.
Why don't
weekly.
we? I mean, why don't we make a review?
Because I know it's coming out in March, but I don't know the exact date. I'm pulling it up right now, but I think it was fun. And I know enough about those characters from, comics and games and stuff. Actually, funny enough how this stuff works, and we've talked about it on the show. March 20th is when it premieres.
Okay.
I don't know how many. Jeez. I don't know how many episodes. I'm so excited for the X-Men.
Doc, are you telling me,
Doc,
you made a time machine out of a DeLorean? You're welcome.
Exactly.
Time machine out of a DeLorean? I didn't realize I could do.
Yeah.
Sit down, Tyler.
I just
Nobody
know it premieres.
said that was any good. Shut up, Tyler. All right. Okay. Sorry. I was a producer.
What happened, man?
What happened to the producer who watched
Tyler
over our show and told us not to sing? Well, fuck that fucking guy. I fired his ass. All right.
What?
Or should
You're
I
out.
or should I say the door is over there?
Come on. We said we'd stop singing so much.
Yeah, that's why I fired him. He told me that I couldn't.
Fuck you.
Yeah, that's what I said to him when he put out that memo. No more singing. I was like,
I don't know.
I literally went into his office.
I couldn't find it.
with
Let me
your
move on.
phone,
Jeez,
and I
Louise.
played
Stop
this at.
Stop it.
I played that.
You're
at
making this
him.
harder for me to edit, you prick. So I'm gonna have to cut all this shit out.
Oh, so I guess you're still working with that producer. That's fine. What's the...
Anyway,
Yeah, sure.
this is bad. This is horribly off topic. X-Men 97 is what I was trying to talk to you about. I could not find an episode count.
Ah,
I just know it premieres March 20th.
okay.
I'm assuming it'll be like the first 2 episodes. It's usually what they do.
I was thinking more of a total episodes, but
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. I looked it up. I couldn't find
hey,
it.
I looked it up. All right.
And I appreciate you trying to
Hey,
vamp.
bro. Do mark.
Hey, bro.
I looked it up.
I don't know what I'm doing.
That wasn't very good.
You know, yeah. Well, I was like, I got another joke here, but so I found this thing called wheelofnames.com,
It sounds cool.
and you can just like put names into a wheel, and it randomizes it and it spins.
But-
We should do that for like impressions.
Okay.
You know, wheel of impressions.
Yeah.
Possible future.
I'd be
segment.
game. I'll bet you you're better at more of them than I am.
Son of a bitch. X-Men 97, by the way. Very exciting stuff. Of course, the best part about it was, in my opinion, was finding out that somehow Gambit can transfer his powers because, like, he
Oh, whatever.
transferred his powers to Wolverine's claws.
Fanboy.
If that didn't get your
Fanboy.
man, if that didn't get you fucking get your motor running, you ain't got a pulse, buddy. And you're in the wrong line of business.
Man, you not have red blood pulsing through your veins.
Listen to me, buddy. If you don't believe that,
You are nothing but garbage, yeah. Nothing but garbage, Gaina.
beautiful. I need to get cream of the crop,
A rip.
and then I gotta get a little
Pew pew quip, pew pew quip.
X-Men 97. What do you do?
Rip Macho
I'm
Man,
so
Randy
dis-
Savage. You know, I remember the first time I saw Macho Man.
I'm just excited.
X-Men
that,
97
but for
is-
me, it's a couple things. I think Marvel is really come out swinging with the Deadpool trailer, and then putting this out, and then we'll talk about it in a little bit later. But the stuff with the Fantastic Four, and like, this definitely feels like Marvel trying to earn some people's attention back.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people have dropped off and stopped caring because
Well, look, the
and
last
we've talked
year-
about it for a while,
Mm.
like post Endgame. That's just been the thing.
The past couple of years have been a kind of a mishmash of different ideas and different different stories going on, which is great. But you know, I watched Avengers this past weekend, and it's been 2 years since we did our retrospect, but it's still like such.
It's still a really fun movie.
Still a really good movie, but we can't be expecting any of that phase. What was that, phase 1 basically, right?
Well, yeah, because that was
We can't expect that to happen again.
yeah,
And people who think that the next like phase after Endgame or the post Infinity saga is going to be anything like that, you're barking up the wrong tree.
that was a once in a lifetime
Honestly,
or once in a
if
generation style.
if
Like,
they ever reboot it and do it the same kind of way, but maybe do it in a different order or include different people they didn't have, you know what I mean? I don't know. It still will never be like that though, because
there's-
that was unprecedented.
there's a couple things that also speak to me. With Marvel as a whole, I'm excited that this is the first one that says Marvel Animation. So now again, we're getting more organized in what we're presenting to people, I think, with Disney Plus and how they're going to go forward with that. And I've been saying for years I've been begging Marvel to do the quality of animation that DC does for their original movies, and to see it, I think this is, and we've been talking about it for a while. I think this is a step in the right direction. And again, I think from what I saw in that trailer, it looks interesting. It looks great. I want to do some homework and kind of watch the episodes and get caught up and kind of understand where it's going, because it's clearly a continuation of that show. And that's also something that is really cool. The fact that they're like, well, we can make a brand new X-Men show, but give it this like 90s nostalgia to it, right? But not be tied to that show at all. But the fact that they're doing a continuation of that show from the 90s, I think is really cool.
Yeah.
And really exciting. And the fact that we get Magneto being the new leader of the X-Men.
I'm pretty excited.
That's pretty crazy.
Well, Lego came out with a brand new set recently, and did I shame Lego about that set?
What?
About the $85 fucking X-Men 97 Lego set?
No.
That was like 500 pieces and like had like 4 minifigures, of which we all have. We all have Wolverines and Cyclops and Magnetos. Okay, the Rogue was new. But honestly, Lego, shame on you. There's kids out. Now, if they're making that set for like collectors, like older people who are like, remember that show and whatnot, okay. But $85, you got to understand that people are on a budget, man. Come on.
I got to tell you, I was at a Target recently, and this is all retail stores because these stores don't set these prices. No. But like, yeah, there's some things that look really cool that the toys now are like way too expensive. Like toys are really, really expensive nowadays.
Dude,
but
real quick to top this off, just because
we keep getting off.
I know, but real quick,
I want to get on.
There's a Marvel Easter basket, like one of those shitty fucking manufactured things that's all wrapped in plastic and whatnot, right? Mm-hmm. And it's $20, $19.99. And you know what it consists of? It consists of like 4 really shitty, throwaway fucking plastic pieces of shit that are presumably toys. There's probably no candy in it. But because they had likenesses of these characters, they're able to charge $20 fucking dollars for this shit. And this fucking poor fucking parent who can't afford it is going to be walking by with their kid, and the kid's going to be like, can't live without it. And the parent can't explain to that kid, you don't need it. You literally don't, because it sucks.
Will you get off your dang soapbox?
I'm just saying, man, fucking shame on you and everything. You have different fucking baby wipes. The baby doesn't know his ass is getting wiped by something plain or with Elmo on it. Fuck you.
Hey, can you
seriously?
Can we just talk about the damn show?
No,
please.
No.
You always got to go off on these fucking tangents, man.
Well, it bugs me. Our society is really stupid.
I feel like I'm fucking in the middle of the Big Lebowski right now.
Don't even get me started on fucking dude wipes. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit.
Oh, can we? Come on.
Let's do it.
Let's move.
Let's move it.
It on.
Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.